There are many myths that are still very much alive to this day, myths and legends that people claim to have witnessed and that others have dismissed as rumors made up whole cloth. Today we'll be investigating the well-known ghost girl legend that several people have requested that I cover since my last video. So to get a better understanding of the validity of this claim and the supposed evidence submitted by the community, let's investigate and find out whether this rumor is true or false. Rumor has it that some time ago, long before Jimmy arrived at Bullworth Academy, that a young female student died from reasons unknown. Her spirit haunts the school's gym and/or the girls' dorm, both of which will be investigated throughout this video. The alleged ghost is said to only appear at midnight in the girls' dorm attic, and roughly around the same time in the girls' bathroom in the Bullworth Academy gym. So in order to maintain a clear audio recording, music has been disabled and the only source of sound left are sound effects and voices. And to make sure that we capture every single noise we can, we'll be exploring these locations in surround sound mode, rather than stereo mode, which is the default setting. This is because surround sound actually picks up almost any sound played by the game, making it not only easier for us to locate the source of the sound, but also being able to identify the sound itself much easier. Our first stop is at the girls' bathroom in the Bullworth Academy gym, where it's heavily speculated that a ghost can be seen in the mirror, similar to the legend of Bloody Mary, which requires you to say her name several times before she appears in the reflection. I began my wait until midnight before fully exploring my surroundings. At 12 on the dot, I started my investigation. Locks were picked, showers were turned on, faucets were examined, and mirrors were looked at, but nothing. One of the alleged reasons for why this female student died is that she was found dead in the gym pool, which would explain why it remains almost completely drained of all water throughout the storyline of Bully. It would also explain the abundance of warning signs scattered throughout the pool side of the gym, warning students to be careful when swimming and roaming around the pool. One sign even noted that it's only a matter of seconds before you could drown in the pool. Could it be that this female student participated in some kind of school swimming activity and drowned in the process? That remains to be seen. As time passed, I found myself roaming the eerie empty rooms of the gym before finally succumbing to my lack of sleep, to which I eventually collapsed and passed out on the cold floor of the bathroom. I eventually found myself awoken early in the morning at the school infirmary, despite the fact that I wasn't injured in any way, nor had I been in any need of medical attention or even been close to the infirmary. Despite this very odd phenomenon, I decided to move on to my new location of interest, the girls' dorm, the attic of the dorm to be more specific. The girls' dorm is known for many things: invasion of privacy, hazing, bullying, and many more deplorable acts. I climbed my way into the attic through the hidden entrance on the side of the dorm. Immediately I took notice of the somewhat intimidating ambiance of the attic. I could hear Mrs. Carvin, the librarian, downstairs patrolling the hallways of the dorm.
Is everything okay in there, girls?
All I could hear was the footsteps of people walking the halls, accompanied by the eerie wind noises in the attic. But it didn't take long before I started noticing a very strange behavior conducted by not only one of the students, but also two of the school faculty members. At one point I decided to take a look downstairs, only to run into Angie and Eunice. Frightened, Eunice ran off while Angie ran past me, up into the attic, almost as if she was running from something else from the inside of the dorm. I tried to track her down, but it was too late. She was gone. Why she ran or what exactly it was she was running from, I do not know, and I don't think I ever will. Eventually, I decided to take out all 3 of the school faculty members patrolling the hallways. I started off with Mrs. Carvin, which in turn made both school nurse Mrs. McRae and Mr. Peabody chase me. For the fear of getting busted, I hastily made my way back up into the attic, only to have both school staff members spontaneously stop. One of them started retreating back while the other stood still, almost as if she was waiting for something. Due to my paranoid state of thinking they were both wanting to bust me, I decided to take them both down with a spud gun. After this, no people aside from me roamed the attic, and after a few hours of nothing else happening, I decided that it was time to leave. Despite exploring these areas in surround sound mode, no strange noises were heard, nor did I ever come in contact with this alleged ghost. Several people have claimed to have heard strange things in the attic, though occasionally in the bathroom stalls as well, but throughout my entire investigation I never came across any sudden or unidentifiable noises. But one thing that I did notice was the odd and somewhat haunting ambience that can be heard inside of the school's main building. This is the extracted audio file of the school's background noise. I'm not gonna play the entire thing since it's over a minute long, but I will play some very interesting excerpts from it. As you could tell, whispers, maniacal laughter, and other obscure noises can be heard. Exactly who or what causes these noises, I do not know. But if you do want to hear the whole thing in its entirety, then I featured a link in the description below which takes you to the full recording. I'll be looking further into this in a later episode I have planned for November, but for now, this is a very strong indication of something very, very strange. What I learned throughout my investigation is that this myth may most likely be untrue, but there may actually be something much bigger underneath it all. Whether it's the perplexing behavior of both school faculty members and students, or just the eerie surroundings of the academy late at night, it's safe to say that this case remains undetermined, although most likely false. Thank you for joining me in this investigation of the school gym and girls storm. If you'd like to learn more about this game, then make sure to like this video and subscribe for more, as it only gives me more incentive to make further episodes. I wish you a great weekend, and I'll sign off by saying this. Whether it's likely speculation, solid proof, or simply a rumor, I'll be looking into as much as I can, so don't be afraid to request a myth video in the comment section below. Happy myth hunting, folks.
SchoolHallNite Errie.